forget it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Same us for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, forget it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
Welcome everyone to the show. I'm your host Don Vic. What's up? What's up? The place where you find new talent, new faces, and upcoming stars here live on the show all the time, folks. What's up? What's up? Big shout out to YouTube. Big shout out to Facebook and everybody around the world to tune in. Big shout out to Africa, Ghana. What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you for so much love. Australia, Germany, Italy, everyone. Thank you so much for the love and support you guys give me. Y'all know the vibes. We in the building, baby. So today we're going to talk about some updates, who's coming on the show, and so on and so on. Oh, boy. What up, IG? What up, IG? What's up? What's up? Want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, even though I don't celebrate holidays, but for those of you that do, happy Turkey Day. Okay? So, you know, I done had a good week on the show. Had some great guests here on the show. Keith Evans, author and paranormal investigator. Spoke to him the other day. It was amazing. Luciano was on the show as well. Got a great book coming out. And I'm excited. Can't wait for him to get at least his teaser and trailer out for his film on his new book. Nicole Vegas and Lee Waddell was also on the show, which was a pretty good show. We did pretty good. We had some good views on it. We had like 2,200 people that view that show. So it was a great show. Big shout out to Lee Waddell. Lee Waddell played in so many great films. Played in Elm Street, Scream 1, Scream 2, among other great films that he played in. It was an honor having him. And, we're planning on having someone else come on the show. Nicole and I, later on in the future, we're thinking of bringing Eileen Dietz. She played in The Exorcist, the movie The Exorcist, the first one that came out. So it'll be an honor to have her on the show. And she's a great person. I met her on set. She's very humble lady, outgoing, wonderful to talk to. She can be funny at times. Great soul. So it will be nice to have her on the show here on the Don Vic show here and talk to her a little bit. She was actually on DK's show last night with Nicole. It was great seeing her. But we're going to try to bring her here on the show as well and talk to her. She got a lot of great things happening, projects and some stuff going on in Las Vegas. So it'll be great to have her here. And Sunday we're gonna have actor Cody Cody Cowell, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check. So I'm hoping you guys are getting ready for tomorrow. It's a lot of food going on around. Yeah, Cody Cowell will be on the show tomorrow, and
Fake.
great actor. Um, we're gonna have a lot to talk about, and let me see something. And I want to show you guys one of his reels so you guys can see how talented this amazing guy is.
She's the only family I have. It's so might of her. Please let her stay.
The way I see it, you got three options. One, you can surrender, and you'll get a fair trial before we hang you. We're gonna tear through your files, everything you've got. If I find anything on me, I'm gonna smash and burn everything you ever touched, everything you love.
There's a witch that lives out here in the woods. They say she takes rude and pregnant little children like you away and eats them.
He's a hell of a shot. Maybe even better than you.
What? Nothing's going on. Fucking crazy.
Abby. Do you hear that?
Mama let you watch that crazy shit way too young. That's why you're all fucked up in the head. I'm gonna kill you.
Nothing personal. It's the nature of the business. Get out.
Get out!
You know what she's doing there?
She's trying to hear her parents singing.
Not again, Miss Calloway.
Maybe she'll hear your daughter singing as well.
Shut the fuck up! I'll kill you!
I'll be right there, just 1 minute. Hello in the bank. This is Sheriff Jack Cobb.
It's hang time.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is Cody Cowell, who'll be on the show Sunday. Make sure you guys tune in so we can talk to him and find out exactly what is he doing at this present day. Great guy. We're going to be talking to him. And you guys, if you tune in, you can ask him about some of these films that he played in. And it's, it's just wonderful to have amazing people, talented people on here on the show. And you too, Donna. Thank you for logging in. That was a clip of an actor, Cody Cowell, that's coming on the show on Sunday, 7 p.m. So if you're around, you want to tune in, you can. I appreciate it. Tell your sister I said hello. So yeah, folks. So also, I've been doing some research on some things that have to do with my project as well. So spoke to a couple of great people to bring on the team, and it seems like they're going to come on. Want to shout out Big Joe Castro as well, Nicole Vegas. Joe Castro is a phenomenal FX guy out of California. Phenomenal guy. You guys can look him up. Joe Castro, he got some very, very good work. He's the best at what he do. and hopefully I can bring him on the show as well and talk to him. Also, want to shout out big shout out to the paranormal world, Susan Victoria, um, Sean Ellis, Pam Harris, Liz Millane out of the UK, um, Keith Evans, so many people to, so many people, you know what I mean? But, you know, I was watching, you know, TikTok and stuff, and I saw this guy that was talking about, um, he was like a researcher, right? Underwater researcher. I can't remember his name, but he was talking about he went under the ocean, like I don't know how many miles down, 2 miles down, and he got down to the bottom. And when he got to the bottom, he saw like a river. So there was water that was on top of water. So the ocean water, which he went down, and then there was a river running the opposite way, which amazed him. And then he said it had like like rocks on the other side, like a shore, and that he tried to go underneath that water, and he couldn't go under. The submarine wouldn't go under; it'll just push it back up. Um, so he found that, and he was trying to explore that, uh, which blew my mind. Like the ocean is like deep, and to have something running the opposite way of the ocean is amazing. Um, and of course, after he did that, a couple of days later, his helicopter blew up. Well, we can all imagine. Johnny, not sure who Johnny is, Donna. Johnny Knuckles? Not sure who that is, Donna. Not quite sure who that is. Um, but also, guys, Desert Fiends, December 13th, 14th was going to be the red carpet. Tickets are sold out. Um, it's going to be an amazing event, and I'm excited for them. And so is Nicole. Nicole's always excited at things. She's always happy and stuff. And I'm glad she got to get this project done, and now she's doing the red carpet. Also, big shout out to her husband, Kevin Gregg, because Kevin Gregg has a lot to do with a lot of things, and he doesn't really get credited for the things he do because people don't really talk about him. But I know because I've seen her husband doing a lot of work at Desert Fiends, and I just want to say that he's amazing. He's a great guy, and he does so much work behind the scene. And I just want to shout him out and give him his credit. Because Kevin is amazing. He does put in a lot of work, and he needs to be recognized for the work that he does because he's amazing. You know what I mean? So big shout out to Kev. All right. So a lot of the people, well, Nicole, I think, believes she's working on Desert Fiends 2. Okay, so that's going to be a second one, and I'm excited. I can't wait to see what they're going to put together. Who's going to be casted for number 2, and see what Sean C. Phillips. Big shout out to Sean C. Phillips. Is going to put together as a script for that second Desert Fiends. So I can't wait. I can't wait. Also, shout out to the Mahal brothers with Alien Horde, which Nicole played in, Sean played in there. I believe a lot of the other actors that played in Desert Fiends are also Elizabeth Chambers. Big shout out to Elizabeth Chambers. She's amazing. She's not just an actress; she's also a producer, director, and an amazing singer. I've been trying to get her on, but she's been too busy. But I understand that. You know, her father, Todd, is amazing. Big shout out to Todd Chambers, a great guy. Met him on set. Julie Ryder as well. She's amazing. She used to work with TKN with my good friend Avi Klein, which has a phenomenal show every Saturday at 8 p.m. on social media, which is a great show. He brings in all types of actors, directors, comedians, you name it, to his show, and they go at it. They have debates. Um, so you know, so many great things happening. Oh, Johnny Alonso. Okay, yeah, he's gonna recognize he'll recognize the T-shirt. Johnny Alonso will recognize the T-shirt if you have it on. He'll be like, "Hey, I know that guy." Okay. I'm also That's another thing I'm working on. I'm working on some merchandise, T-shirts, hoodies, um, skellies, hats, and stuff like that. Um, so I'm working on something like that as well. But Johnny Alonso is amazing. Johnny Alonso has been working a lot. For those that don't know, Johnny Alonso, he's an actor, and you guys might know him for Dawson Creek. Back in the days, Dawson Creek. He was younger then, but that's what he's mostly known for is that TV show Dawson Creek. Um, but he's a great guy. Um, we met out in LA at an event. I was with my friend Bella Livy at the time, and she knew Johnny because Johnny is from her part of town. She introduced me to her and my other friend Shannon Lemire, also a phenomenal guy. He's a great director, editor, um, and just a great guy all around. So thank you, Donna. You're amazing. Maybe when I get some more shirts, I'll send you some more. Um, you know, you can promote it all you want. I appreciate it. Okay. Also, want to shout out my good friend Jennifer Dawn. Jennifer Dawn has been a good friend of mine for a long time, and She's been off the grid for a while. She's also a writer, director. She has a also radio show. She's amazing, and I love her to death. I know I haven't spoke to her in a while. She was a good friend of. What's her name? I forgot her name. Did I forget already? I can't remember. But anyway, um, big shout out to Jennifer Dawn. Yes, Johnny be singing. Yeah, Johnny loves to sing. As you see him on his lives, he's always singing, playing his guitar. That's what he loves to do. You know, uh, so that's great that he does that. You know, it's an awesome thing to do to get some stress off you if you have any. Brian, what's up, baby boy? What's going on, big dog? Ain't seen you in a while. Nice for you to tap in. Yeah, IG was just here a few minutes ago. Actually, he was the first one in here. But so those other things that motivate me when I see my friends doing some great things and things that making them happy. Um, been working. That's what's up. Yeah, working is good. Uh, and I have some other people that I'm bringing to the show. I'm not gonna say yet because we need to confirm with some of them. But people that you guys probably seen on TV and stuff like that. Uh, and I'm just amazed, right? Because I remember when I first started this show, and I started around my neighborhood, and I was just doing local people, having just local artists come to my show to give them a shine, and now, you know, several years later, here I am, bringing celebrities to my show, um, interviewing them and getting to know them, and even working with some. So it's a long way coming, but it was doable. I did it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to do it. I did it, and I'm still doing it. And now I'm working on something, now I'm stepping up a little bit. And that's by creating my own project and putting my project together with some amazing people that I'm working with and I'm putting together. Um, and it's always hard when you putting your first film together, right? Because sometimes investors and people that that you ask for help, they want to see some of the work you've done in the past. But and I understand that, but there's you got to break through that ice first. Once you do your first film and people believe in you, and once they see who you got working with you and who you bringing aboard, the project is serious, and they see potential in the project that can make profit. Usually things go well, and I'm hoping that that's the case, and with my project, and I know it is because I got a great writer. She's my partner, and she believes in her writing like I believe in her writing. Um, we've putting together some some good scenes in this project, and I'm pretty sure that whoever reads it's gonna love it. It's gonna be want to be a part of this film, and I can't wait to. I can't even wait to do the teaser. But we still writing. We still writing. We ain't finished the script yet. We're still writing. Um, but there's going to be opportunities. There's probably going to be perks, some perks up for people that want to be involved in this project. Um, but once that's done, um, you guys are going to see where we're going with it, and it's going to be phenomenal. You know what I mean? It's not how it's hard work. No, no, I'm not gonna tell you this. You got paperwork you got to put together. Um, NDAs. You got to get permits. You got to get all types of things to to get a project going when you're doing it the right way. Yes, you can, Nicole. Yes, you can make comments in here. Yeah. And if you want to come on the show, let me know. I'll bring you on. I'm talking about projects and stuff. And yeah, grinding consistency. You know that's my son Stacks. I stay grinding consistently, and that's why I'm where I'm at today, because I grind so much. It don't stop, and I get to meet great people like Nicole and Sean, and so on and so on. But putting the project together, it's not easy. And I tell you that because talking to my good friend Nicole, she's been my consultant. She's always making sure that, she's always telling me things and reminding me things and telling me what I need to make a project successful. Um, Again, like she tells me, I don't know it all. She was, I don't know it all. Yeah, she probably don't, but she knows more than me, right? So she's consulting me, making sure that I get what I need as far as paperwork correct, spreadsheet, budget, um, locations, you know, all that's important to a project. Um, you know, did I say locations? Yeah, I said locations, permits, NDAs, so much stuff that goes into this before you even start shooting. You know, it's hard, right? It's hard, and I get why Nicole be the way she is sometimes, because when you're doing it and you don't have nobody helping you, when you got to do it yourself, it's hard because you got to research, you got to go ask questions, you know, and stuff like that. Kind of like what's happening to me. Luckily, I got people like Nicole that's already been through it that consults me and say, "Hey, this is what you need." So she's helping me out in a lot of ways, you know, which is helping me understand that side of the business. Okay. Um, you know, because you know, you got to put the budget together, and it's hard because you have to finish the script first, go over it, find out once you read it, you know, what locations you're going to need. After you get the locations you're going to need, then you got to find a director to shoot. You got to find out how much a director is going to, you know, it's going to cost you to bring a director out for shooting that. And if you're going to just bring him, or you're going to bring the team, his whole cast together, you know, the whole filming crew. Um, you know, so that can cost you a grip, right? Food, um, flying people out, hotels, you know, that all has to go into a budget. So it's, you know, it's very, very time consuming to put this together. Okay. And this is probably why, you know, it takes so long. People be like, man, you've been writing this for a minute. You know, it takes 6 to 8 months, man, to put the project together. You know, and then it takes another probably 6 months, is another year to get the film out. So it could take you 2 years to get one project out, right? Doing it the right way. Okay. Not cutting any corners, doing it the professional way. So I can see why now. What's up, Nando? What's going on, brother? You know, why it takes so long, you know? And usually, you know, when you're writing a feature film, usually it's about 100 pages, from 95 to 100 pages, 120 pushing it. That's a lot of writing, you know. And meanwhile, you're writing it, you know, along the way you writing it, you have to go back and read it, because sometimes, you know, you might want to change something. You might say, you know what, I don't want to put this here. I want to change and put this here. So you're constantly, you know, going over it and making sure that you got what you want on that script. And even though you write it, right, when you write it and it's done, when you go on set and you're going to shoot a scene, you might end up changing the whole scene. You know, the scene might change. So, you know, there's always changes going on, you know, or ads, you know, you got to add to it. But it's doable. You know, it's doable when you got the right team, the right supporters, you know, that believe in you and believe in the project, know it's a good project, know it's a good story, and everyone's doing their job, then it makes it easier for me, for the writer, for the director, for the producer, and for the line producer, you know, and so on and so on. The co-director. See, I'm a co-direct my film, right? Because I want to get those that not just the credit, but I want to get that knowledge, right, of becoming a director, so that maybe in the future I can direct my own films. I know a little bit of, you know, shooting, because, you know, I do play with cameras a lot, but there's certain things I don't know. But so working with this director that I spoke to the other day. Hopefully he come aboard, and it looks like he might. I will learn so much from him. Uh, and then and then just finding the locations too. The tax incentives. Of where you're going to shoot. They got different tax rates and different tax incentives where you have to. They might say, okay, you can shoot here. We give you a tax break, but you got to have 5 actors from the city. You got to have maybe a hairdresser from here, or even a producer from this town to get those credits. And so, we have to leave space for that to get some of those people wherever we're going to shoot to get into this film so we can get those credits, the tax incentive break. So, there's a lot of things that goes to a project when you're doing it legitimately, because when you start to cut corners, right, man, along the way, something's not going to go right, or something might pop up where it's going to cause you little problems. So to avoid all that, learn how to do it the right way. It might be take more time and a little bit more frustration because, you're learning and, you got to reach out to people. You got to put this budget together and you don't know how to put the budget together, because you need this, you need that, but you're learning. And once you get that down packed, man, then you're golden, then you can put any project together. You know what to do, or you got the right team to make it happen. And so that's my process now. I'm putting together the team with my writer, putting the right team together so that we can move forward with this project and bring you guys an amazing story that I created with my friend and my writer Denise. I'm saying, once we put the teaser together, and I know I'm going to get a lot of calls. I know I'm going to get a lot of calls of people that want auditions or be a part of it, because when you guys see this, it's going to be something else. Okay. And we're going to put it together correctly. So, this film is going to be my first film. And, again, anything that my name is attached to has to be done correctly. I don't, I'm not a half stepper, and I'm not going to put garbage out there. If it's not right, my name is on it. And if it's not right, we're going to keep working until it's right. You know what I mean? Because nothing is perfect, right? Nothing is perfect, but if I can get close to it, that's good enough for me. You know what I mean? So we're going to work hard to bring you guys an amazing story. I'm putting together the right team. We're finishing up the script so that we can move on with the budget and the locations and the teaser and stuff like that. And that's not just it. We got some more stuff after we filmed this first film, because my writer, she has some amazing stories as well that she wants to put out, and boy, oh boy, does she have some stuff, and once people, investors, and the right people see the talent that we have, trust me, believe me, they're going to want to jump on board, because it's not just going to be a great project, but it's going to be room for profits, for these people, because we're going to put the right team together, put the right team behind it, so that everyone can eat. And that's just the name of the game. You know what I mean? The numbers. So I'm excited. You too, Sue. Anthony, my king, what's up, baby boy? The man of the dolls. My man, 50 G's. Okay. I was on a podcast with them last night. It was with Anthony Craig. Big shout out to Craig, Anthony, and the X-Man Reggie. Great guys that be having podcasts at late at night. They usually send me a link and I come on. But I was on last night with Anthony. We were talking about some things, and these guys are great to talk to, and you know, they got great shows as well. They're from the paranormal world as well. So so ever since, like when I first got into the filming thing, back in 2019, because I'm new at this, I'm not an old head, in this industry. I'm still new. But like Nicole, I'm learning a lot. We learned a lot, okay? We learned a lot. She lost a lot to get to where she actually paid her dues, and she's done great for herself, and she's getting better. Okay, she's understanding the industry more. The more she get out there, the more she work with people, the more she understands how this works. And it's also great to have her as my best friend, as my consultant, as my friend. And she always look out for me. She makes sure that I'm okay, just like I make sure she okay. And we look out for each other, right? And that's the way to work. That's what friends do. That's what real friends, best friends do, is they look out for each other no matter what. Sometimes I might not agree with some of the things she says. Sometimes she might not agree with some of the things I say. And that's fine, because we're human. But at the end of the day, we looking out for our best interests. Me for her best, and her for mine, right? And making sure that she doesn't get hurt along the way, just like I don't get hurt along the way. And that's very important to me. That's why I love her so much, right? And her husband, Craig, is an amazing guy as well. He helps me whatever he can. He helps Nicole whatever he can. It's a teamwork type thing, and that's why, I think that we're going to do well in what we do, because we look out for each other, and we try to keep those that are just in it for themselves out the way. And it's hard to pick them out, because some way, somehow they get to infiltrate the circle, right? And they start doing things they ain't supposed to, but that's when we know, and you might get us once, might get us twice, but you're not going to get us 3 times. And, so we see these people, and we know that we're not going to work with them. We don't want to work with them because they got a bad reputation, regardless of how much movies they put out. If you don't got a good reputation, if you done like scandalous things to other people where you don't want to pay people, after you said you was going to pay them and you don't pay them, that's a bad record. People don't want to work with you after that, no matter how good of a project you put together, because the first thing is first. You got to get, if you offer someone an example, $5,000 to come out for a scene for 2 days, and you don't pay that person, that's bad. And remember that, things get around, people talk. Don't think for 1 second because you filmed something and no one said nothing to you, ain't nobody talking. People talk, and your next project, you might be like, man, I can't get nobody to come out. I can't get these people. Then you're going to know why. Okay. So, because sometimes people just keep things to themselves because they don't want to stir anything up. But when another project comes up and you're doing it and you figuring out why you can't get certain people, well, then you know why. And, and I learned from those mistakes, right? And those are things that I'm not going to do in my project, right? Because whatever money I raise for this project, I'm going to make sure that anyone that has a paid role, that money's there. That money's going to be there. So before I even touch anything, before anything goes anywhere, those people have to be taken care of. If they're going to be put in hotels, or their hotels take care of. If their food, you know, if the transportation, they got to be taken care of, right? Especially if they're A-list actors, right? Because my name is going to be stamped on that, and my name goes a long way, right? So after everything is said and done, the project can be beautiful and the project can be a hit. But if I didn't take care of my people, that's going to go farther than that film I made. And to me, the people are more important than the film. Okay. Mind you, you know, I want to get the film done. But what I'm saying is that if it ain't for them, because this is see what you got to understand, this is a group thing. This is a teamwork thing. It's a us. It's not a me, right? It's not a me thing. It's a us thing. So I got to make sure that everyone is good, just like I'm good, right? Everyone's good. Everyone's happy. Everyone's willing to push forward because everybody's comfortable and they got what they said they was going to get. And at the end of that film, when the film is done, everyone has to be happy, you know, and that's what's going to make this the best film ever, because people will talk good about you and people are going to ask you, hey, when's you shooting your next film? I want to come out and work with you. And that's the best thing that a writer or a film creator or a director can hear from people. Hey, when you're going to shoot again, I want to work with you again. Right? And that's what you want, you know, working in this industry. It's people that want to work with you. You know what I mean? And at the same time, they made a little money. The investors made their money plus, right? I made mine. The director made mine. The producers made mine. The writer makes theirs, and the actors made theirs. You know, and everyone's happy. You know, and then on to the next project. So you know, there's a lot that goes on into a project, and you know, and there's a lot of people. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people that I know that have been to projects, and the directors and the people that run it, you know, did a great film, but did not take care of certain people, and that's not the way you work. Trust me. You know what I mean? Because people talk, and this, as big as people think this industry is really not. Right? It's really not. I mean, when you're out there, you know, when you're out there and you put in the work and you meeting people, but you realize that everybody kind of knows everybody. You might say a name, and someone in that group that you're in is going to know that person. You know, he's just going to know them, is going to be connected or work with them, and so on and so on. So it makes the big circle that you see, actually a small circle when you're in that circle. You know what I'm saying? When you're in that circle, it's really not as big as you think. You know, you go to conventions, you go to red carpets, you go to galas, you go to events, and you're going to see the same faces most of the time, new faces, and all those people that already worked with each other. It's like a family, right? So when one of the family's members start to act up or do something they ain't supposed to do, or treat their crew wrong, or they're casting people wrong, everyone else knows. Everyone else gets to know because the circle is small. You know what I mean? So if you want to be that type of individual where you want to carry a good name, you want people to respect you, you want people to work with you, you know, where you can sit at a table and people are going to take you serious, then you got to fly straight. You know what I mean? You can't go around burning people. That's not the way you should do things. Thank you, Courtney. You too. Ain't seen you in a while. Hope everything good. Oh, really? I didn't see you last night, Courtney. I didn't see you. You know I would have said hello if I would have saw you. Yeah, Brian. 100%. Hi, Lady Mystic. So, and that goes like for everything, not just filming. That goes to like even the paranormal world and any other world that you're in that you're dealing with people. If you're not putting out the good vibes, if you're not working correctly with people, then people will talk about you and put you out there. So always try to do the right thing. We don't know everything. Ask questions. I ask questions because I don't know everything, right? But when I do talk about some, hopefully I know what I'm talking about, right? Um, so so I'm learning along the way. I'm learning along the way how to deal with certain situations and okay, you too. And working with film, it's not as easy as people think. It's really not, man. It's just so much, man. So much paperwork, so many meetings, so many sit downs, a lot of errors, so that you got to go back and you got to fix these errors, or you forget something, because it's just so much to do, right? That's why you figure, you got to film a movie, you got director, co-director, you got a producer, line producer, you have the writer, you have, you know, um, all these people lined up, right? You have a stunt coordinator there, you know. Why have a stunt coordinator? Because if you have to do a stunt, you want to make sure that the coordinator is there so you can do the stunt correctly, so you won't break a bone, you know. Uh, and that's costly. That costs money to have a person come out to coordinate that, so it's it's time consuming. There's a lot of things to be done before you get to film, you know. Um, but to get to the budget, and to get to the budget, to get to the locations, and then work with investors, you need to have the script done, because having the script done is going to tell you much more on the budget, because that way you can get to see what locations you need, how much it's going to cost you to rent out the location, if we need to rent it out, the permits for that, if we need security, you know, in certain locations, or police officers, that all goes into a budget. You got to add all that, not counting what the director wants, what if he, the actors, the A-list actors, for how long you bringing them out, for the hotel, it's so much that you got to add to that spreadsheet, you know, to come up with a number. You know what I mean? And you may think you might have a number in your head, right? You might have a number in your head of 100,000, but after you put everything down, you're up to 250, 300,000. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you have to first write the script, do your budget, consult with your team and investors, and then go from there. Uh, so this is why this takes so long to put together. It's not an easy process. You know what I mean? I know people that have been in the business for a long time, and they never directed in their lives, but they've been in 20, 30 movies. And I just want to be able to be an actor and be able to put a project together correctly. I want to have both talents. So if somebody says, "Man, I'm looking for a director or co-director," I can say, "Hey, I can do the job because I know what it takes to put it together. I know what it takes to make it work. You know what I mean? And so, I want to be able to do that and have that under my belt as director, producer, actor, talk show host. The more you have, the more you're able to get work. If you're not good as an actor, then you're good as a director. You can direct a film or you produce a film. You can be a line producer, you can be a producer, writer, whatever it is, that you're good at. So I just want to be able to do that. So the fact that I'm an actor, I am a film creator, right? And once we put this together, I'll have credit for that as well. As kind of like a writer, right? And then I have a co-directing. I will have that under my belt, as well as actor and being a talk show host and an award winner as well. So I'm building my resume, and that's great, because it's all about getting work and putting work out there. Yeah, B, it is a learning process, right? And knowing me, right, Brian? Because you know me you'll know me for over 30 years or more. Coming from where I'm coming from, who would have thought that I would be here today? Who would have thought that I would have been here today and know as much as I know of filming, today? We all took different paths, and this is where I ended up. I went from a street gangster to a boss to a filmmaker now. What a process. Okay, but I'm happy. I'm happy. Could I be better? Of course. I could be in better positions. But it takes work when you're in this industry, and I don't want to go backwards, because I don't want to do what I used to do because I know what that brings. I don't want to do that. I changed my life to do better, and I want to do better, and I got to sacrifice to get to where I want to get and to do better, and I'm okay with that. I'm willing to do that. It's a slow process. I'm okay with that because God gave me patience. You know what I mean? Showed me how to be patient. Showed me how to have faith and to connect with people. So it's all a process, and you gotta have to be willing to go through that process to do better in life, and along the way I met some phenomenal people in my life doing this podcast. I love everyone that I have met. There's not one person that I dislike, and I got over 3,300 people that follow me or that are with me. And there's not one I can say that I hate or dislike, right? Because you all been great to me. You all been, so nice to me. And a lot of you I've worked with, and you guys are amazing. And, just to say, that my partner, Denise, which is a phenomenal writer, we're a team, right? And where she lacks, I'm strong at, and where I lack, she's strong at. So that's why we make a phenomenal team. And the thing that we have a great connection, her and I. I say that, and I said it before in the past. Communication is key, right? Communication is key, and we communicate very well, right? And she calls me, I call her when I got a question or I think about something or come up with an idea. I run it by her, and vice versa. And that's what I mean by connection and being partners, right? And not just that, but we're best friends. And top of that, You know, we're best friends. You know, we joke around here and there, but we respect each other. We don't cross that boundary. You know, what I'm not gonna say anything that's gonna make her feel uncomfortable. You know, I'm not gonna say anything to her that's gonna disrespect her, right? Because I know my boundaries. And I know that on top of the fact that we're friends, we're business partners, and we got a job to do, right? So we got to keep it professional, and we gotta stay focused, and we got to get this project done. You know, because as business people, you know, we got to stick to the game. We got to stick to the plan, right? And it's hard, you know, and I feel a lot for her because you know she does a lot, you know, she researches, she writes, you know, she works, you know, she got a family, you know, that she got to attend to, so timing for her is limited, right? And on top of the fact that we're writing this story, her and I, she got other stories that she's writing, you know. So it's a lot on the table for her. And sometimes I'll be like, you know, don't overwhelm yourself. She'll be like, no, I gotta do this. And I get it, you know, because she is a phenomenal writer, but she doesn't have a name yet, right? Meaning like she hasn't put anything out. So like in other words, she's a ghost. She's a phenomenal writer, but she's a ghost, right? When it comes to the industry or anyone knowing her name. So, but after this film here, her name is going to be known. Like it's going to stop popping, okay? Because when people find out how great of a writer she is, I'm pretty sure people are going to want her to write stories for them because she's just so fabulous, right? And and that's why I partnered up with her because I see her talent. You know, maybe she feels she might know she has it, but she might not have that confident. But I am very confident in her writing and in her, you know, and I'm there to let her know that. And I'm there to push her to her limit, right? Because I know that she can write, right? And when you have a partner where it's constantly telling you you're great, you're amazing, keep pushing. Um, you know, you need that. You need someone that's always going to encourage you and inspire you to keep going because they believe in you, right? And I believe in her, right? Not just because she's my partner, because before we became partners, I was going to be an actor in one of her films. And when she wrote the script and I read it, I was like, "Oh my god." I said, "Oh my god, this woman can write." You know, like when I read the first few pages of the first, you know, of the first script of the first section of the script, I was hooked. I had to keep reading it, you know, and as I kept reading it, it just kept getting better, better, darker and darker, you know, and it was like suspense. You know what I mean? So I was like, man, this woman can really write. And when the opportunity came for me to partner out with her, you know, I took it. Why not? Right? Why not? Because I know how good she is, right? She's not really a cameraman uh cameragetic person. She don't really like being in cameras and stuff like that, but she's talented. I'm a camera guy. You can put me in front of the camera all day, every day. And on top of that, I know a lot of people, right? So putting the people that I know and her with me, you know, everything that we need is there. We just got to reach out for it and put the right team together, right? And things would happen, you know, because what thing with me is like this: if one door closes for me, I'm gonna go to the next door, you know, because I know so many people. and that's okay if people close the door, but that's fine because no one is obligated to help you. But those that jump on this ship that me and her are creating, if you have the opportunity to jump on this ship, I'll guarantee you at the end of this ride, you'll be happy you joined this team. Okay, not because at the end of this we're going to be successful at what we do, yeah, but the family that you're going to be with, the team that you're going to be with is going to be phenomenal. Great people. I deal with nothing but great people. I don't deal with scumbags. I don't deal with people. And if I do get someone on my team that's like that, I'll fire them right on the spot because I don't want to bring a bad mold to something I know that's being created beautifully. You know what I mean? Because we don't got time. I don't got time for that. I don't got time for that, and neither does the people that I deal with. I deal with serious people that are going to put in the work, people that expect things at the end of the job, and just like I expect things at the end of the job. So we're going to make this happen to the best of our ability. Because there's time to play, there's time to joke, but there is time to get busy. And now it's the time to get busy. We got a lot of work ahead of us. We got people that we trying to bring aboard, so we got to show them that we're serious about what we're doing. So her and I got a lot of work to do. Once we get that done, then we can chill a little bit, just a little bit, not saying a lot because there's still a lot of work to do, but once we get our job done, then things are going to start to smooth out a little bit. You know what I mean? Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Hi, Liz. So that's basically what it really takes to put a project together, man. It's not, it's a lot to do, behind the scenes, man, to put this project thing together and it's a new experience for me. I know it's for her as well. But we're going through this together. There's people that we bring in this team that have more experience than we are, but that's fine because that's what we want. We want the experienced people on our team because we're going to learn from them. They're going to build us to be as strong as they are, and as knowledgeable as they are. And that's why I say I like to bring the best of the best, because when you deal with the best, you become the best too. You know what I mean? Just like they say, if you hang with bums and you're not a bum and you keep hanging with those bums, eventually you're going to be a bum. If you hang with alcoholics and you don't drink, you only drink here and there, but you keep hanging with those alcoholics every day, eventually you're going to become an alcoholic because you're going to start drinking every day, right? So if you hang around professional people, but you're not that professional at what you do, you keep hanging with them, you keep learning, you keep your skills up, eventually you're going to become a professional as well. That's how I look at it. So yeah, I want to bring the best of the best to this project, because not just for me, but for my partner. As I'm learning, she's learning, because we learn from each other, her and I, Denise and I, we learn from each other. And, so we're doing as much as we can for this project, on our own to try to put things together. But, like I said to her, I said, if we get stuck, don't worry about it. I got people that I can call that can help us get out of wherever situation we're on, because they've been there. So that's the good thing. And because I got good relationships, right? I got good relationships with a lot of these individuals that I dealt with that brought on my show, and we had good vibes, we had good communication and good energy. A lot of them do help me. Say, okay, Big, what do you need? I said, I need this. I'm stuck here. What do you think where I should go? And they consult me, they give me advice. Or they say, you know what, let me come on board with you and help you in what you need. And that's what I'm saying. That's the love that you build with other people. And that's why you always got to be nice to people, because and generally nice, not nice because you need something from someone, but be nice because that's in your heart. And I'm like that, because I got people that you know that supposedly like me and stuff, but I know they're selfish. I can read it. It's all about them. And I get things. Oh, can you do this for me? Can you do this? Can you share this for me? But you know and sometimes I do, right? Because, well, we got to understand that one hand washes the other. And I get that from people. Hey, this, but what have you done? What have you shared of mine? You know, have you shared any of my shows? Do you even watch my show? Do you show me any love? No. But yet some people send me stuff and say, "Hey, can you share this for me? Can you do this for me?" Without them thinking, because those are people that don't think. Because if I know that I'm not supporting someone, right? If I don't support you, and I know that I'm not supporting you, and all of a sudden I need a favor from you because I know that you promote, because I know you're known, I know people know you, and your page is a page where a lot of people look at and want to look at, and you want me and I want you to share my stuff. That's not fair to you. You know what I mean? That's not fair to you, because I know you're gonna feel like I'm a feel. Man, you only call me when you need something. You don't even share my show. You don't tag in. You don't do nothing. But now you're asking me to do something for you. Why me? There's so many other podcasters out there that you can do that for. Why my podcast? Why you want me to share your stuff? You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it to throw that in people's face. I'm just saying that some people are not fair, right? And that's why I'm the way I am, because I'm not like that, right? And I might share it, right, just to show them that I'm not like them. But when they start to get a little too crazy and keep sending me stuff and not acknowledging the fact that, hey, one hand washes the other, and all I've been doing is doing you, and you haven't even contributed nothing on my side. And then when I do ask for something, you're either too busy, or you don't know nobody, or whatever the case may be. You shut me down. But I got those people on the back burner. I know who they are, and they know who they are, and that's why I haven't shared a lot of their stuff. Because, not that I care if they share my stuff, but if you're only going to play a one-way street, then I don't deal with people like that. I don't deal with people that only think about themselves, and you want to get ahead of everybody. And then when you get to where you want to get to, you don't even want to look back and help the next person that's behind you, that supported you, that helped you put you in that position, right? I don't deal with people like that. I just don't. So if you're one of those people, please do not send me your stuff. Don't ask me to share nothing of yours, because I already know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm letting it know ahead of time. Okay, because it's not fair to me. Nathan, what's up? What's up, big dog? What's up? So that's how it works. I got people that send me stuff from their podcasts, from things that they doing. Hey, can you share this for me? Hey, this and that. And I get it, but you don't share none of my stuff. And this, like I said, it's a two-way street. And the kid, I don't care if you don't share, because I do my own thing. You feel me? I get my own. I bring myself to the level that I want to bring myself to, because I got a certain people that I work with that are solid people, But if you're that type of individual that you just want to come on my page to get clout, just to get connected, sooner or later I find out and I'm gonna block you, and then my people are gonna know not to mess with you because I don't deal with grimy people. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. You know, everybody deserves a chance. I get that. But there's ways that you gotta move and operate. You know what I mean? I get people to ask me sometimes, hey, do you know this? Do you know that? Can you give me this and that? I can. I could, but what should I? I haven't heard from you in months, maybe years. You don't support my show. You don't share my show. But here you are 3 months later, 4 months later, asking me to share your stuff on my platform. Why don't you go to another platform and ask someone else to do it? Why does it have to be my platform? You see what I'm saying? And sometimes I feel like people want to take advantage of me because I'm good-hearted. And I'm good-hearted because I don't want to go to the other side of me and feel and then they say, oh, you're mad disrespectful. But sometimes people push those buttons, you know. But I've learned how to be disrespectful in a professional way where I don't have to cuss. I don't have to cuss you out. I'll just say some certain words, you know, in a nice way to let you know, hey, I ain't fucking with you. Straight like that. Okay. I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm going to put it in nice words. Okay. And that's what, you know, you have to do sometimes to people because, you know, enough is enough, you know. On top of the fact that, you know, I'm trying to do something, I'm trying to better myself, I'm trying to put a team together so that we can move forward, right? I got to deal with these other people, you know what I mean? Which is a distraction to what I got to do, you know what I mean? And I know some, you know, just want to get on my page just because of the people that I have on my page, you know, and I know it, you know, because I do my research. I go to people's pages and I see who you got on your page, who you have, who you interviewed, who's on. Like I know, you know, I got 3,300 people on my page, and I know everyone that's on everyone's page because I look at everybody's pages, so I know what you're doing, you know. And some people I don't accept on my page because I research you. I go on your page, I see what you're doing. You know what I mean? I see what you're doing, you know. And even now, I got people on my page that I know that are bringing some of my guests to their show, and I know for a fact that they don't even know them. They have nothing to do with what I do. But I keep that on the down low because if they do it again, then I'll block them and then I'll tell them why. Right? It's because I feel like, dude, like, do your own work. You know, I know that I bring people on my page because you want to be my friend, right? You friend request me because you want to be my friend, not because you want to be friends with the people on my page. Because if that was the case, then you'd be calling them, not me. You know, so if you come on my page, have the decency to at least, if you want one of my guests on your show, to at least ask me because you're on my page. I gave you the green light to come on my page. Okay. And some people do that. The friend requests me not for me, but because of the people they see on my page. And I say that to let y'all know that I ain't no dummy. I ain't no dummy. I see what's going on. I just don't say nothing because I work quietly, you know, and I move quietly. So one day you might be on my page and a month later you try to get on my page and you're blocked. Then you know why you're blocked. Because I'm not going to tell you why I blocked you. I'm just going to block you, you know, because I'm watching every move of everyone that's on my page, you know. And I said this like I've been saying this for like 7 years. There's no one that can say that I went on their page and went shopping because I don't do that. I get my own guests. Every guest you see on my show, every celebrity that came on my show, I got on my own, or I got through one of my friends that connected me to them. Okay. And I know a lot of you guys don't even know, a lot of guys people don't even know how to connect with certain people and want them on their show and don't know. But they say, oh, wait, if I can get on Don Vic's page, then I can do this, I can do that, I can do that. Yeah, you can take that chance. You can take that chance, but I will block you, and then I will tell my friends, you're no good. And pretty much a lot of my friends are good with not accepting your friend request if you're that slimy, you know, because I deal with good people that are respectful, and you know, a lot of these people that are on my page been with me for a long time, and they know how I work, and I don't have a problem with connecting someone to someone else. I do not have that problem, you know. If I, because you know, I help people, and if your podcast ain't doing good, and I feel like I want to give you one of my guests to see if I can help your podcast go up, I can do that for you. But when you stop shopping around like that, like crazy, because you're a cutoff, you know. Facts. I just cut you the hell off, and then I tell my people, look out for this person, because you're not gonna go on my page and do that, and then go on one of my friends' page and do that to them. Okay, because what you got to understand is you don't know how hard it is for me to get some of these people on my show. And then you want to just come in here and piggyback off my back to bring them on your show. That's a no-no. I ain't having that. I don't care who it is. You get blocked ASAP. I don't care if we've been friends for 2-3 years. You start acting grimy, I will cut you off just as fast as like I knew you yesterday. Right, Brian. Exactly. You know, and how do you feel about that? How do you feel when people do that? You feel like you've been played, right? Like you've been used. It's not a good feeling. You know, it's not. And you know, and it's just and what bothers me is not what you do, is the fact that you don't know me that well and don't know how hard I've worked to be in this position. Okay. And not that I'm in a big position, you know, big, great position where I'm making all these views, not that. Because at the end of the day, the views don't get me nothing. Is the people that I work with, the people that I connect with, is the people that make the things go round. Okay. So, you know, when you and that's why I don't accept a lot of people that, you know how many people I probably got on friend request me right now. I got probably over 600 people or 400 or 500 people that friend requested me, and I didn't accept them, you know, because I just don't. If I don't know you, you're definitely not getting on my page unless I do my research and see who you know and what you've been doing and what you're up to. Then I can, if I see someone that I know on your page, I'm going to reach out to them and say, hey, who's this person? What's this person all about? That's how I do my thing. You know, I just don't accept people because you look pretty, because you got a fine body, or you got a nice suit on. Nah, I don't do that. You know, I got to know who I'm having on my page, because there's people on my page that don't want to be bothered with people. You know, there's people on my page that are professional people that are into doing what they do. And here I got people, hey, friend request, yeah, because I know Don Vic, or they see you on my thing, you know, and because they saw you on my page, they accept you, and then you start giving them headaches. I get that call, you know, and it's happened a couple of times where people call me and say, hey, who's this person? And already I'm feeling like, Okay, what now? Because they're not going to call you, they're going to call me, and then I have to take the heat, and then things happen. You get blocked, and then you just get shut down on my side. Right. Not just on my page, Liz, but your page, Brian's page, Nathan's page, everyone that's on this live right now's page. It's not right to do it to no one. You know what I'm saying? That's your private page, and you accept who you want to accept on your page, and people got to respect that. People friend request you to be your friend, not to go on your page and start shopping around. That's not what friend request is for. Because if that's the case, then do your own homework, find your own guests, and bring them to your own show. Don't go on someone's page and start shopping. That's like the worst thing you can do. That tells me you got no hustle. All right. You just a piggyback rider. You got nothing going on but shopping around, trying to get people on your stuff because of other people doing it. That's what that tells me. And that, I throw that out the window. Put in the work. Let me see you put in the work. Let me see who you know, what you're doing. And let me decide if I feel like I want to bring you on my show or even accept you as a friend. But I don't listen. I don't do that. And there's people on my page that think I don't see what they're doing. And sooner or later, I'm gonna shut you down too. Don't think I'm not watching. I'm watching. I go to people's shows and I see who you are bringing to your show. You have nothing to do with what I do, but yet you got some of my guests coming on your show. I'm watching you. I'm just like, that's a fair warning right now. I'm watching you, and I'm gonna let this one slide. Okay, I'm gonna let one slide. If I see it happen again, I'm cutting you off. Because see, sometimes people get comfortable, right? People get comfortable with you because you're cool with them, and you're a nice guy, and then all of a sudden they feel like they can just cross you and do things. Nah, don't take my kindness for weakness, because when you wake up the beast, you wish you didn't wake him up. Trust me, okay? Trust me when I say that. Folks. But other than that, everything is gravy. I do have Cody Colwell coming on the show Sunday, great actor. And for those of you that didn't see the clip earlier, I'm going to play the clip again so you guys have an idea of who I'm bringing on the show on Sunday and who I'm talking to. Great guy. He's a SAG actor, amazing guy. So I'm bringing him on now. Give me a second. Did I play it?
She's the only family I have, and so might her. Please let her stay.
The way I see it, you got three options. One, you can surrender, and you'll get a fair trial before we hang you. We're gonna tear through your files, everything you've got. If I find anything on me, I'm gonna smash and burn everything you ever touched, everything you love.
There's a witch that lives out here in the woods. They say she takes rude and pregnant little children like you away and eats them.
He's a hell of a shot. Maybe even better than you.
What? Nothing's going on! Fucking crazy!
Abby. Do you hear that?
Mama let you watch that crazy shit way too young. That's why you're all Thumb job in the head. I'm gonna kill you.
Nothing personal. It's the nature of the business. Get out.
Get out!
You know what she's doing there?
She's trying to hear her parents singing.
Not again, Miss Calloway.
Maybe she'll hear your daughter singing as well.
Shut the fuck up! I'll kill you!
I'll be right there in just 1 minute. Hello in the bank. This is Sheriff Jack Cobb.
It's hang time.
Yep. That is Cody Colwell. He'll be on the show. Oops, sorry. He'll be on the show Sunday at 7 p.m. Make sure you guys tune in. Show us the love. Y'all already know the vibes. Hi, Tracy. How are you? So that's who's going to be on the show tomorrow. I'm sorry, Sunday. It's a long time coming, folks, for me to be getting actors like this on my show to talk to them. And again, like I said, anyone can do it, man. You just got to put in the work, but never piggyback on other people's guests to bring on your show without putting in the work. Cause that just says a lot about an individual when you start shopping on people's pages for guests, cause you can't put in the work. You know what I mean? You want the easy way out, and that's not the way we do things around here. You got to put in the work. Once you start playing that shadiness and that sneakiness about trying to steal guests, then you get the block. And once you get the block, then your name gets around. And then it's going to be hard for you to get some good guests on your show. So the best thing to do is be honest. And if you see someone that you want to have the audacity and the respect to ask the person's, who runs the page if it's okay. Because like I said earlier, when you friend request someone to come on their page, regardless of who they got on their page, you friend requested them, not the people on their list. Okay. You requested to be their friend. So as you request to be their friend, has the decency and respect to respect their private page. It should be an honor for anyone to be on anyone's page. It's an honor for me to be on everyone's page here. It's my honor to be on your page because I know you. I know Lynn. I know Liz. I know Tracy. I don't go to Tracy's page and go shopping and see who she got that I can bring on my show behind Tracy's back. I don't do that. Right? Or if I accept you, it's because I'm giving you an opportunity to come on my page to be my friend, not to go on my page and shopping. Once you do that, I block you completely, And for those of you that know me, I know a lot of people. Okay. I know a lot of people, and a lot of people know me for being honest, respectful, and I don't play that shoplifting stuff on people. I don't do that to no one. So I don't expect people to do it to me. When you do it to me, I block you automatically and forget about it. You would never get on my page, and you would never get on none of my real friends' page because I let them know who you are and look out for you. Because if you do it to me, you're going to do it to the next person. And I'm not going to let that happen to none of my good friends because it's like I said earlier, there's people on my page that are private people. Right, I private people. Okay, and I know some of you. I'm not saying all. Some are using my name for collateral. I know that. Don't think I don't know that. I do know that. Okay, so don't do that. If you come on my page, you're on my page because you're my friend and you want to be my friend, and that's that. And or you like the show, fine. But if you're on my page for different reasons, you better watch how you move on my page because I watch everybody and I see and I know everybody on my page. I know who knows who. I know who knows what, and I know who's connected and not. So my thing is just put in your own work. Show me that you are capable of putting in the work, that you are a hard worker. And if I have to throw a guest to your show to make your show a little more saucy, I could do that. Okay, I can do that. Because I understand that everyone wants to have a good show. I get that, but what you got to understand is I worked too hard to get to where I'm at for piggyback riders. I don't respect them, and I despise them. Okay, because those are sneaky people, and sneaky people I don't like. You know what I mean? And yeah, folks. So tune in on Sunday, 7 p.m. with Cody. I'm gonna have some other great guests here on the show. I'm trying to bring Elaine Dietz from The Exorcist here on the show with my good friend Nicole. And have her and interview her here on the show. So stay tuned, stay strong, stay focused, have a good Thanksgiving. Again, I don't deal with no holidays. I don't celebrate no holiday. I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't celebrate my birthday. I don't celebrate none of that. And if you ask me why, do your research on everything. Do your research on Thanksgiving. Do your research on Christmas. Do your research on birthdays. It's no good to celebrate those things. My opinion. That's why I do it, because I did the research on it, and I don't celebrate none of the holidays. But for those that do, more power to you. I hope you do your research and be more knowledgeable on what you are celebrating, because everything has a story, and you got to get to the bottom of it to know what you're celebrating. I know. That's why I don't celebrate none of them. I don't celebrate my birthday, like I said, Christmas, Thanksgiving, none of that. No holidays I celebrate, unless it's Veterans Day. For the people that fought for this country, I celebrate that. Not that I celebrate it because I'm not a veteran, but I respect that. But all the other holidays, nah. So have a good Turkey Day, and see you guys Sunday if you guys can make it. I really appreciate it if you guys can make it Sunday, to show my guests some love, and stay tuned for some more guests that I'm gonna be bringing to the show, and stay tuned also for my upcoming project with Denise. It's gonna be a while before we do the teaser because we still got a long way to go. But when it does, you'll know. And make sure you get your pre-order on Desert Fiends. Also, there's the link Nicole had. I think it's on my page as well. If you want to get your pre-order of this DVD or T-shirt for Desert Fiends, you can pre-order it, or you can go on to all the networks that are going to be playing it and watch it there. I'm excited, and I can't wait to see Desert Fiends. I always said I like to see myself on the screen because I love to see where I can be better. So Stay tuned because I got a couple of scenes where a lot of you guys are gonna laugh, and I got a weird name. I got a weird name, folks. Okay, on this on this film here. Okay, so also stay tuned for Escape to Hell, great film as well with Nicole Vegas and Sean C. Phillips. I was supposed to be a part of that, but things didn't work out. I didn't go. So stay out for that. She's also in Motel 3, Alien Horrors. Big shout out to the Mahal brothers, and other projects that she's working on. Desert Fiends 2. So there's a lot of things coming out, folks. Stay tuned for that. Big shout out to all the cast and crew. Big shout out to all my supporters, YouTube, Facebook, the paranormal world. Big shout out to y'all. And yeah, you already guys know the vibes. I'm out of here with peace, love, respect. I'm out. Peace.